Hi everyone, Shaky Nan again. Today I've done something amazing. I can't believe I've done it yet. But that brings me to my story of why I started this. Like I said before, last year when we were in lockdown, I've brought that other rotten phone with me. I'm going to try and show you this photo that made me decide. Oh, this is just trying to get to one photo. Oh, closed it down again. Sorry, guys. This is what it's like. Okay. My mum put that photo up on Facebook of us. A gorgeous Shane. But look how big I was. And that was the start of my journey. I looked at that and I thought, well, what have you been doing with yourself? What have you been doing with your life? Of course you're that big. All you do is come home, you go to the shop for 5 minutes of a morning, come home, you sit on the lounge and do nothing. It was a wake-up call. Then it was because I know every mother does or every person does. You do a lot of deep thinking with ET about how you can do things with your shakes and how, if we get a birthday invitation, everyone in the house is excited. Oh, cool, the party's coming. Where straight away I'm in my own head thinking, oh no, a party. There's people, oh, what's it going to be like? Oh, and it's your own personal fight that you've got going on in your head because of this. The kids in my family say, you never whinge about it. Well, it's not your problem. I don't need to whinge to you. This is my problem. This is how I deal with it. And I deal with it in my head a lot. So before I was turning 49 last year, I thought, right, it's time to stop this. It's time to get off my butt. It's time to lose weight. It's time to get a job. It's time to, get on with my life. I started losing weight. And so I started feeling good. The next thought was a job. And I thought, no, I'm not ready for that. I look back and for the last 15 years, all I've done is go to the shops for 5 minutes or once or twice a week. Shane and I might go down to the local pub. But even down there, I hide in the pokey room when we're down there. Shane will sit out in another room because in there, no one's looking at me. They're all looking at their machines. So that's where I like to hide because my shakes aren't noticeable in there. Anyway, so my next thought before my birthday was next year's my 50th. It actually falls on a Saturday. So I said to Shane jokingly, we should get married next year. We've been together 25 years, in a few weeks actually. So I said, let's get married. So, of course, the family that we told, everyone just laughed at us and said, yeah, right, because they know what a big thing that would be for me. I don't plan huge events because of this. So, because everyone was laughing, when people start laughing at me, that makes me even more determined to do it. So I said to Shane, we're going to do this. Are you right with it? And he said, yeah, whatever. So we're doing it. We're getting married on my 50th this year, October. As soon as I said the words, we're finally doing it, I started to panic. Once again, there's going to be people there. How am I going to stand up in front of everyone on my own wedding day, shaking away like crazy? Then I thought, I've got to do something. I've got to do something about this. How am I going to be able to get out there and do something? So the next week, a job came up on Facebook in my local area. And I looked at it and I scrolled past it and I thought, what are you doing? Do it. Do it now. Get it over and done with it. Get yourself out there. So I scrolled back up and I applied for this job. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't even tell Shane that I'd applied for this job because now it's time for me. I've been a mum for 28 years. Now the grandkids are at 5 now. Next year they go to school. Renee and my daughter Renee that you met the other week, and my granddaughter Bronte live with us. So I've helped raise her a lot over the years. She starts school. So it's time to start thinking about me. I've done my job. Now it's time to think about me. I've never thought about me. I always put others before me. So I applied for this job. So then after I applied for the job, after I pressed send, I thought, my God, what are you doing? How are you going to do an interview? How are you going to be working in front of people all the time? I mean, it was a retail business that, yeah, I can do that. I can pack shelves. I can, that's okay. I can do that stuff. I wouldn't apply for an office job with the way my shakes are, and with writing and typing and messages and things like that. So anyway, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get married, get out there in the world, get a job? That's why I decided I'm going to do this page. The first night I'd done this page, I wrote the post on a Monday night, and I sent it, and it was around midnight that I sent it. And the next morning I went and picked my daughter Tara Lee up and took her to work. I picked her up from work, and I said to her, as she said to me, what's this page that you've started, Mum? And I said, darn, I don't even know whether I'll go ahead with it. It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing last night. So after I dropped her back home, I went to the hairdressers. And while I was sitting there, and the hairdresser's my best friend since we were kids, and I couldn't even tell her about it. I didn't know whether she'd seen it or not. I didn't know when I got home whether I was going to delete it or not. When I got home, I was only home half an hour from the hairdressers, and I'd bought the tripod, like I said in the post the night before, because if I held the phone, you'd get seasick trying to watch me. Even the internet can't keep up with my shakes with it when I hold it half the time. Anyway, so I went to, I didn't even tell Ness about it. I came home, and within half an hour I pressed live. I don't know what I was going to say. I just go for it. And it's funny, even still now, people say to me, you're so confident in these videos. No, I'm not. I am crapping myself the whole time. I press live, and the button, the little swirly thing down the bottom swells, so you don't even know when it's coming on. I've got to learn how to do better facial expressions for the shot that gets on Facebook, because, oh my God. But anyway, while it's spinning around, I'm thinking, stop it, don't. Even today, I sit here for 20 minutes trying to breathe, trying to calm myself down before I press these lives. And my dad said to me last night, you're so confident in this, Nick. And I said, Dad, I'm not, but even when I stop the video at the end, I don't even know what I've said. When I watch them back, I think, bam, I'm going to watch that again. How did that come out of me? Because, like I said, I don't even know what I'm saying when I press these buttons. Anyway, so I'd done the first video. I did the first video, and I was going to delete it. Within an hour, I looked on Facebook, and the amount of encouraging messages already from fellow ET sufferers, from friends and family that never ever knew my story, because, seeing everyone in the street, you don't tell them your story. Now people won't think I'm an alcoholic anymore. People won't think I'm a junkie anymore. And that's the best thing. So I didn't delete it. I've let it go. In the first month, which was only last week that this page has been open, my 12 videos had been viewed over 19,000 times. That is incredible awareness, and that is why I'm doing this. For all the other ET people out there, for them to realise that they're not alone, I feel I keep needing to do these videos. It's giving me confidence. I can't believe, before I started all this, to go down the shops, to walk out the door every day was hard, because you think straight away, it was all about your shaking. Every thought is about your shaking in your head all day long. You go to walk out the door, oh great, I'm shaking. I hope there's no one in the shops when I get down there. I've just got to grab bread and milk. Why are they at the back of the supermarkets all the time? I need them near the cash registers so that I can just grab them and get straight out there and get back home where it's safe. And, you know, this has been the thoughts in my head for the last 15 or more years. So now I've realised in the last couple of weeks I don't have those thoughts walking out the door anymore. And it's all because of the confidence these videos have given me, because a lot of people in town know. I'm thinking of getting myself a badge made up. I'm Shaky Nan on FB. Learn about ET or something like that. Think of a slogan for me so I can wear it around town, so I can let everyone else know that even thinks to look at me that, you know, what it is. Anyway, to continue on with my story, last week I got an email from the job application that I'd been successful, and I had an interview this morning. Wow. I haven't done a proper job interview for about 20 years or more. And I felt okay. I felt good. I gave myself a stern lecture this morning after I put the makeup on in the mirror, saying, you've got this. You've got this. You're Shaky Nan now. Hold your head up high. You can do this. So I went to the job interview and I walked in, and there's a lovely lady, and she said to me, you know, tell me your story. And I did. And I'd already written out a letter of my story as well and attached it to my oh-so-little resume, because it stopped 15 years ago. So she read my story, and she called another supervisor in to hear my story as well. They were lovely. I said to them before I left, make sure you look up Shaky Nan. They said, we're going to do that as soon as we get home. So even with my 20 minutes out of home today, doing the toughest thing I've done in a long time, I educated 2 more people. And that's what this is all about, the education and getting it out there so that we can all feel like I'm feeling at the moment and be able to get out there. Don't give up on life. Don't let the shakes control your life. Get out there. Think about it and do it. You know, now, this year, like I said, 2020 first. If I get this job, it's going to be the first job I've had in a long time. When Shane and I get married, it's going to be the first marriage for us in 25 years. Oh, not if. We are. We're getting married. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. You know, it's my first year of being able to get out there and hold my head up and do this. So other ET sufferers, please try it. If you can't tell your story, share mine, and right up the top, this is me too. You may not be as bad as me. You may have just started, you know. This could be me in a few years. I want to get this story out now so that I can live a normal life, and everyone that knows me knows I shake, and they can all live with it so that I can hold my head up high and live with it too. Because it's a very lonely life. It's a very lonely life in your own head, thinking about everything all day long. It's a very lonely life because you don't tell everyone your thoughts. It's a very lonely life, the stares and the judgments. You know, from my video the other night, people can't call me an alcoholic anymore because if I'm shaking, I'm not drinking. If I'm not shaking, you know I've been drinking. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and do it, ETers. Get out there and try it. It's like I've come out of the closet. Now I know what that means. It's amazing, and it's just going to get even better. So please, I can see all your messages, but I haven't got my glasses on. I love you all, and I'm so grateful for the support that you're all giving me. You're pushing me. You know, people are saying you're inspiring. No, to me, your comments are inspiring. And I love them all, and I love you all, and have a great shaky day, because I've had a pretty good day already today. I've pushed myself that one more time, and that's what it's all about, pushing yourself. So come on, ETs, push, let's get it out there. Let's find that cure, and if we can't find that cure, let's show the world. We shake, we're proud. It's time to shout it out loud. Okay, thanks everyone. I love you, and I'll see you all soon.